So for you guys that didn't watch Monday's video, I actually had a video where I showed off my 2 dream sets that finally came. They were obviously for the LEGO City, being my biggest passion on this LEGO channel, and that was the monorail and the expansion track set for it as well. Both from 1990, so 30 years old, and it's just such amazing to get that set. So anyways, this week I've been kind of playing around with that, and then obviously I'm going to have to move it all anyway because I'm lowering the city next week. But I just wanted to show you all the kind of track I have. I've actually got some more track coming as well. So without further ado, let's get into the B-roll. So we're back up to the city and you can see instantly that this has actually been completely destroyed. Don't worry, there is a legitimate reason around that, which I'll get to in a second. But I just wanted to show you an overview because people never say that I show the full city. So here it is at the moment. And you'll also notice that this has changed and it's here. So the reason is for this is, as I put this here before, last week to show you the lighting and stuff, and then I said I was going to put it over here, my mind started wandering more and more around this section being a complete Ninjago district. And now I've got all of these, I wanted to start mocking more and more and having this as my entire Ninjago creative section where people are saying I wasn't doing any mocks. So I'm going to start doing mocks of Ninjago stuff. And actually I've been buying things like this to kind of add the stickers and stuff too. These are cool little sets, as well as looking at some of the older sets and stuff to see what I can get. But I'm loving these. I think they look absolutely fantastic. And even if you're not into Ninjago, I think this kind of metropolis cyberpunk kind of style just looks really, really cool. And that's one of the main reasons actually I decided to get the monorail as well. So my idea for the monorail, and I'll try and do it now just to show you really quickly. I'm going to have a go at it. But the monorail is going to go along here, all the way around here, hopefully. I mean, I haven't got enough track at the moment, so the actual station might just be here for now. But it's going to go around here, and then it's going to loop down here, and it's going to go into the Ninjago district, and then I might have that loop going around where it can just go around Ninjago potentially, if I've got enough track. I think that's something in the long term, but I've got quite a lot of it to play with now, so I'll see what I can do. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to have this as the whole Ninjago area, and then over here, because I'm going to be lowering the tables, I think I might be able to fit in things like Disney Castle or the roller coaster and have this as a mini kind of amusement park over in this section, and then maybe Pirates of Barracuda Bay can be off in the distance or something as like a crashed ship. But that also allows me, when the city gets lowered, to actually have a bigger underwater section, which I always wanted as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So the underwater section, I don't think it's going to go here now like it was going to. However, what's going to be able to go here is I'm going to be able to have a bigger Batmobile section for the Batcave, as well as the Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So I think that's going to add a little bit more room here. So like I said, lots of refiguring, lots of rethoughts. And then go back to the city why this is actually all destroyed. That's actually because I've removed, if you can kind of know what sets I have, Corner Garage was there and Assembly Square was there. Now there's a reason for that, and that's because I actually bought the light kits for those as well. So what I've been doing is that, as I said, I'm going to be lowering the entire city, so I've got to move everything off there. I've actually been doing the light kits and leaving them downstairs. So just to show you quickly in my build area, if I turn this on, we now have Assembly Square fully lit up. And we also have Corner Garage lit up downstairs as well, but I've been using it for doing a Bricks Max review video on that set. But as you can see, this is what it's going to be looking like, all lit up. It's going to look absolutely incredible. So as I rebuild the city, because I'm going to be lowering it all, I'm going to start trying to get the lights for each one and putting them in position. But obviously I've got a lot of modulars in the backlog, so that will take quite a bit of time. So I've brought up all the monorail stuff here, and we're going to start having a go. Steph's here as well to give me a hand, and even Brucey too. So they're going to come and give us a hand and try and see if we can get some idea of what I need, how much more extra monorail track I'm going to need as well. Like I said, I have actually bought a couple more that hasn't arrived yet, so I can kind of plan out in my head if that's enough or not. So let's get to it. So the city's getting absolutely destroyed even more whilst putting in this monorail track. But this is the kind of idea. Obviously, it's not the right height by any stretch. But I'm going to have the terminal kind of like here, but up here. And then have it potentially going all the way along here if we can get enough straight track. But I'm just seeing what I've got at the moment. I've still got quite a lot of track left. But we're going to go around here, around the back, because I have modulars in front of that. But that's a little bit. Down here and down a little bit, which is pretty cool because you've got those little angled ones. And then we'd have a loop, which is what these connector ones here are. But we'll have it going like this with a stop here where Ninjago is. And then we can have the monorail going over the Ninjago docks and then having it going around and then maybe around here as a separate loop and coming back on itself here. So then what I can do is I can have the monorail just going around like that and then going just here. Or I can get it going around this awesome loop as well, or I can have just it going around the loop. So if I just wanted it going around this bit. So I thought they were really cool little ideas. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're just experimenting, but I might give it one test run now to see if it'll actually even work around this, just to show you what I'm thinking. So the train's at the station. Obviously can only go one way. In fact, I'll double check that it's actually stopped there. Yeah, it's got the stop sign there. So hopefully it won't kill itself. Let's have a go. So it'll go around the back. Oh, it just fits around there. Down here. And then over the ocean. And then it should stop there if it doesn't fall off. There we go. So it does work. And then if I had it just going backwards. So we had this on a loop for that bit. It will go down here. Around the back. There'll be modulars there which it go around the back of. And back here. And then it can just loop around. Now, it looks like the track is slowly getting pushed by the weight of this thing because it does actually, it's got a very strong push when it goes back. So they're obviously will not clip down. But there we go. And then with these ones here, what's really cool is if you've ever seen these, this can actually get pushed. In fact, I think the monorail's on it at the moment, so I'll show this one. This can actually get pushed like this and it changes the track layout. So like I said, now, if we wanted it, would just loop around here instead, which is really, really cool. These are really awesome. Really happy I managed to get hold of these. So that's kind of the idea we've got. We're going to have another little go and add a little bit more and hopefully try and get some more going around this potential what will be Ninjago district now. And then obviously it'd be awesome to get it to go into the amusement park as well. We've got a couple more bits left. So we've got some more rounded tracks here and stuff, which is really awesome. And I do have 4 of each coming as well in the later weeks, so we can obviously add to this as well. But obviously this is just all preliminary because I'm gonna have to take all this apart anyway. But it's a really cool start and I'm actually really impressed with how much track I've got. I didn't think I could use up as much as this, but what I'd love to do is have this monorail going even further down here and maybe having another track stop right here as well. So we've got the one at the back, which is the suspended one, which will look awesome. Another one over here, and then we'll have maybe 1 or 2 going over here with one going here. Potential idea is to have it actually going into an Ninjago building, and then you can actually have it parked there overnight, which could be cool. So that might get moved into there. But anyways, we'll have a carry on, do a little bit more. Okay, so we've been working on this all day, and this is definitely not going to be how it is. We were really just messing around with all the track we have, and we've actually used every single piece of track that we have at the moment. But we do have 4 straight track coming and 3 curved track, which is awesome because the straight track is an entire base plate. But this is just really cool. So you're going to go round here. And then I have these awesome switch tracks in place, which we're going to play with in a second. So at the moment, that's just going to go that way, and then it'll just stop there. And then what I can do is get it to loop around instead. So let's turn it on and see if it all works and doesn't go flying. So at the moment, it's doing okay. There we go. So let's see if we can get it going around this loop. So what I have to do here is you flick that, and what will happen is I think that would actually just kill itself if it carries on. So what I need to do is actually move that one as well, but I have to wait for that one until this has gone around the loop. So let's put that on. It should now go around this bit, and then if I change this bit up as well, like so, it should now go all the way around the back. And should carry on looping. Like that. And then if I wanted to, I could then change this and it should loop back to the station over there. Now the only problem with this way that I've got it is that I can never have this going all the way on. So if I had it like this now, it would just literally crash if I got it to there. But at the moment it can go back here, go to that station, and then go back again. So that bit's not supported at all, but it's working okay. But at the moment what it'd do is it would keep going around, and then I would have to manually switch this, or it would just stop there on this bit. So what I have to do now is change that back for it to go to that one. And if I change that track as well, it should then be able to go. In fact, I believe if they do that, it should just stay and go around this loop. So this can just become the Ninjago train for a little bit, going around the Ninjago section. Struggling a little bit there. Here we go. Yeah, and it can just keep going around the loop. And then if I wanted to stop it, I can change that and change this to be the stop. And it should go all the way around. And into the station. So this took a lot of work, and obviously this is all going to get taken down as well, but it was a lot of good fun. But you can see we've raised up the trestles quite a lot because obviously different angles, and we want it to be kind of all suspended, not it going down at all. But obviously with the new straight track that I'm going to be getting, that's awesome that I should be able to fill this easily in here, which will add nicely. And I've got a lot more curved track as well, so I'll have to try and see if I can kind of figure out any of this. But super exciting. I could even maybe get it actually going all the way around and actually having a station right here at the front instead. Who knows? But that's going to be this week's city update. It's a bit of a mess because I've actually now got my legs made, so I'm going to be doing that next week and getting that all right, and then I can kind of start with the, I think, the monorail from scratch like I was with the train originally as well, so we can get it all lined up and looking really good. So I'm going to have to draw up some ideas of what I want, and then maybe I have to order some other straight track as well to get it going. But this is awesome. This is my dream set, finally added in. And it's just made me want to do this Ninjago city area and have really cool Ninjago buildings around here, which is just going to be so much fun. So that's it for this week's LEGO City update. Like I said, I've got those awesome kind of track turners, I don't even know what you call them, so I can be starting to play around with really cool ideas of how to get that. Maybe it just goes around Ninjago City or something, or maybe even the theme park in the corner, which is where I'm now thinking of putting that in the future. But anyways, you guys let me know if you kind of like the idea of me doing this massive Ninjago city area. I've also got more monorail track on the way as well, so when the city gets actually lowered, I'm probably going to be looking more mathematically into how I want to do the monorail track. But I definitely want to have that station above the train station, like people are saying, having a stairway up. I think that'd be really cool and connect to the monorail. And I'm just so happy that my city now has a monorail. It's just something that I felt it needed since the very beginning. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you absolutely loved it, then how about subscribe? And as always, have an absolute awesome day.